G-body shuffle. It's a term that we are all familiar with. Monte Carlos, love them or hate them, they are a very popular car. We are actually at National Parts Depot here in Ocala, Florida. And as you can see behind me, there are a ton of cars. I mean, as far as the eye can see. But that's not why we're here. We are here for one of the employees, Ramon. He's got a 1986 Monte Carlo that is not bought, that is not even garage built, but backyard built. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab him so he can tell you more about this thing.
I actually paid $750 for this car 17 years ago.
Holy
and
crap.
Drove it home.
Wow.
I drove this car my senior year of high school. This car has been through a lot of stages. You know, I had 15-inch torque thrust wheels on it at one point. It's had 24-inch wheels on it at one point. So it's been through a lot of stages. I dailied the car for 10 years. It was my only car, so I dailied it. I got in a front end collision in 2017. The car was still drivable. It didn't affect the core support or anything. I was actually able to just replace just the front clip and keep it going. But anybody who's built the car before, we all know about the snowball effect. Yeah. So as soon as the front clip came off, oh, I can get to this now. Let me fix this. And then next thing you know, more stuff started coming off. 5 years later, after life, kids, we finally were able to get it done. The car started off to be a purpose-built road course car. I started watching a bunch of autocross and I really got interested in it, and I said, you know what, I want to build my car so that it can do road courses and autocross challenges and stuff like that. But midway through the build, once it came back from paint, I changed my mind. You know, life happened, I had more kids. So I came to the realization that I wasn't going to be at the track as often as I thought I was.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I really just wanted to build a car that I could drive and have fun. That mid-build change is what gave the car the swag that it does, because it looks like it's a race car. It looks like it should be on the track. I get crazy looks all the time, especially when I'm on the interstate. You know, if they're riding in front of me and they look back and they see the cage and they're like, what's he doing on the interstate? So I'm very glad that the car can do everything. You know,
yeah,
definitely. If I do want to do some shenanigans, it'll do it.
What I think is really cool too, because a lot of my audience, they love garage builds, and that's what I tend to kind of do. I don't do a whole lot of high dollar stuff. It's a lot of like just your average Joe doing what he can with what he's got. Right. And what I think is really cool about this one is like, it's not even a garage build. You even have it under your hood. Yes. It's a backyard build.
Absolutely.
Like, tell us about the process and taking that on.
I have to give credit to my best friend. He's a brother at this point. His name's Paul Cicino. It's his backyard that we built this car in. I was going through something with a guy at a shop who was helping me at first. Paul stepped in. He's like, go get your car, bring all your parts. We'll finish putting your car together here. So we had a painted shell with some wood wheels on it because I couldn't find any spares to fit over the 6-piston wheel wood. So when we were both just standing in front of the car one day in his backyard, like, how the hell are we going to get this put together?
And that's what's really cool about the car community in general is like your buddy's like, dude, go get your car. Let's just do this in my backyard. Like, absolutely. You got to have people like that in your life. Absolutely. To be able to help you. Like, that's so important, man. And that helps you keep going. And now you have this in front of us, you know what I mean? So,
for him to open up his time, his yard, his personal space, everything to help me get this car together, it was huge for me. It was a lot, but it paid off. Ended up building something incredible.
Let's go ahead and lift up the hood and we can talk about the motor in here, man.
This is a Blueprint 383 crate motor. It's aluminum heads. It's got a Edelbrock aluminum air gap intake. It's got Fitech fuel injection on it, which I love it. That was a game changer as well. Originally, I just really wanted a different looking air cleaner besides your average circular 14-inch chrome air cleaner.
100%.
So that's where this started. I just kind of got creative, and me and Paul were going back and forth. So what I did was, these are the headlight bezels that go around the headlights. And I took gutter guard from Lowe's and liquid nailed it on the inner lip of the bezel, got it all powder coated black, screwed it to a rectangular duct that you can get from Spectra now, which is who makes the air cleaner as well, and pretty much fastened it in so that it fits in the factory headlight spot, so everything looks nice and subtle, and it actually is true functional ram air. Still kept power brakes. Realistically, I probably should have went with manual brakes because of the cam, but I do have a vacuum canister here, kind of hidden right here to help out with that, so the brakes work pretty good. It's got Doug's headers on it. These Doug's headers are 1 7/8 primaries, and they fit perfect. See, I'm actually running Black Widow mufflers, Race Venom 250.
Nice.
I am a Flowmaster guy.
Okay.
Original
so is my
40s. Dad. Original 40s is always the way to go. It's always what's been on this car, but I just wanted a different sound. Obviously, everybody knows Black Widow now, but at the time, they were really just like a West Coast thing. So I put them on, ended up running dual 3-inch exhaust with an X-pipe all the way to the back, and then we got a little bit creative with the tailpipe. I originally made the template for this tip out of cardboard, and then my buddy, his nickname's Nasty, because he is nasty with the welding. He's actually the one that did the cage in the car as well. He took my cardboard template and made it out of mild steel, and it came to reality. So I actually had to order a brand new fiberglass bumper. We ended up cutting it, making the exit, but I mean, it turned out so nice. It's very creative. The tip contours with the shape of the bumper right here, so it fits like the missing piece of the bumper, and it turned out nice. When I set out to build a car, I just wanted to build a badass G-body. I just wanted to build something that was just nice. It demanded respect for the G-body platform regardless of who's looking at it. You know, this car, the way it's built, it appeals to all crowds. It appeals to the OGs, it appeals to the mid-range crowd, the younger crowd. You know, it's got a little bit of everything. I get lots of respect, lots of compliments everywhere it goes. I'm very happy with how this car came out. You know, I couldn't have asked for anything more. So I have Riddler 650 wheels on here. I'm running 18x8s in the front and then 18x9.5s in the back. Tires wise is Nitto NT 555, 245 40s in the front and 285 40s in the back. And I'm running QA1 coilovers all the way around. And because I'm able to control the compression, the rebound, and the ride height, I was able to give the car the exact stance I wanted without having to worry about rub. It's very nice ride. I love the way the car sits. I get compliments on the stance all the time.
For sure. I was about to say the stance on it is
it just
sick,
sits nasty.
Yeah.
You know, and it looks like it just looks like a sitting NASCAR.
Jumping into the interior here, tell us a little bit about what you got going on.
The front seats are ProCar racing seats. I'm all about details. As custom as the interior looks, there's a lot of factory to it as well. The door panels have the SS and the bow tie raised in them, as well as the armrests. But this is a factory console. One other thing that we did creative with this. So the B&M pistol grip shifter that's in it, that's the shifter I wanted to run.
For sure.
But I wanted a factory console in here. We mounted the shifter where it needed to be, and then I ordered a factory console shell and an empty bezel. So even the bezel here that goes around the shifter, I had to make that out of plastic. And what I did was I pinstriped it so that it would match the factory pinstripes around the rest of the bezels in the car, so that could tie in as a factory-ish looking as well.
Yeah.
Even the Autometer gauges that are in here, I didn't want a super custom look. I like tasteful, and then I added this pillar for the extra gauges because I have a trans temp and oil temp as well. I threw my fuel level gauge up here because I want the most important gauges right in front of me, which to me is oil pressure and water temp. The Fitech computer, I made a bracket and mounted it right there to the center console so that it'd be easy to get to. It does have Motion Raceworks, a removable steering wheel hub on it. It's actually a Grant wheel. This was a brushed silver. I had somebody wrap it in carbon fiber, and I did want the carbon fiber print to go along with the carbon fiber print on the seats. So I just wanted everything to be uniform.
And then I see you have a signature over there too.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
When I came back from my lunch break, everybody up front was gathered around in one area, and I was trying to figure out what was going on. And they were like, Chip Foose is in the collection. I'm like, no, he's not. I'm like, stop playing with me. I walked to the collection with my buddy that works up front with me, and there goes Chip Foose. So he's a super humble guy. He actually agreed to sign the glove box. Huge moment for me.
Yeah.
Huge. I mean, I couldn't believe it. You know, this guy, he's usually out on the West Coast. I thought I'd have to go to a SEMA show just to meet him one day. I've been watching overhauling for years. You know, I feel like Chip Foose is the guy. You know, he paved the way for a lot of these other builders. I was very excited to have his signature on the glove box.
Well, yeah, dude, I think the interior looks great, dude. I'm super excited to ride in this thing.
Nice,
so I say we get a camera in here and go for a cruise.
Okay.
All right, let's do it, man.
Awesome.
right, guys, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Ramon, thank you so much, bro, for doing this. I appreciate it, man. This has been a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed riding with us, hearing about this car. If you like this content, make sure that you give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.